So today in this video, we're going to talk about B2B SaaS marketing. There are many ways to market a SaaS, and we're going to talk about the best strategy that is working right now that you can use today, as well as what to do and what not to do. All right. So from my perspective, B2B is actually easier to market. B2B SaaS is more easier to market compared to B2C SaaS. Okay. When you have B2C, you're trying to go mass. You're only selling for $20, $30, right? You need a lot of customer, which means you need to be able to get in front of a lot of people. Like a lot of people need to be able to see your product. And that is marketing. Marketing is basically getting in front of customer. So if you're selling something but cheap, you need to have the ability to get in front of a lot of customers, right? Because you want a lot of them to buy. That's the only way you're going to make money if you're selling something for $10, $20, $30, right? But if you're selling something to B2B, you're more likely selling it for $500, $1,000, even $10,000, right? Which means you don't need that many people and you can get away with less eyeballs. Okay. This is for you if you're starting brand new. Again, if you're not starting, if you already have customer, if you already have hundreds of customers, you can still use this because I'm going to talk about some of the method that you can use in the long term. But even if you are just starting, you can still use this method today in 2025 and maybe in 2026 and beyond as well. The first thing to know is that B2B is about relation. Okay. Whereas B2C is just mass. You don't build as much relationship. Whereas on B2B, you build a relationship. You talk to a person, you tell them what your product does, you show them, right? They believe in your product and you to deliver what you promise, what you said you're going to do, right? So think of how you can build a relationship with a person. The easiest way, if you're just starting, is to join paid communities. Communities are all about building relationship. You can join Meetup, you can join school.com groups, you can join Facebook group, you can join courses. They even have communities, right? You can buy a $500 course. They have a community for everybody who has bought that course, right? So it's basically building a relationship, and community is the best way to do. Whatever you're selling, there is probably a community out there. So all you got to do is just go to that community and help. Make a post, make a comment, help as many users as you can, and you're going to naturally get people reaching out to you. Hey, what do you have, right? Hey, how do you do this? Hey, can you help me? Like, you're naturally going to get those people. That's what I did on my first SaaS or for my first business. I was helping people in Facebook group and people were reaching out to me. They were asking me for help. They were asking me for advice. And that was really good for my business. And you could do the same thing. You could go out and start building relationship today. All right. There are free groups and paid groups. I like to go in paid community. I like to pay something myself personally, to be honest, because it is filtered community. I know people who are in that group have paid money to be in that group. And I know they are serious. Compared to some other groups, there may be hundreds of thousands of members, but they haven't paid anything. And I know most of those people are not serious about doing this stuff. The next thing is creator marketing or influencer marketing. Now, number one is building your own relationship. But what if you don't know how to do it? Well, you can lend someone else relationship, right? Influencers have relationship with their audience, right? So you can pay creators or you can give them commission or something else to promote your product, to promote you, to promote your business, right? So of course, there are a lot of creators and there are creators who charge a lot of money. But if you're just starting, I know you don't have a lot of money. So try to find small creators. There are tons of small creators. Everybody wants to be creator these days. Tons of small creators. Pay them $20, $30, $100, $500, right? And then make sure to pay them on commissions. So if you get me $1,000 in sales, I'll pay you 20%, 30%, right? So you can do that. And many of the creators would actually check and make sure you have something good, you have something valuable, because they don't want to just sell whatever, right? They just want to sell just to make money. They have a relationship with their audience, so they will only sell what they believe in, which is always a good sign. You don't want creator just taking any product, right? You want creator who is ethical, who is good, who wants to sell the right thing to their audience. Creator marketing is very interesting because I know a ton of people in YouTube space, in TikTok space who get a ton of money for promoting brands. And if you can figure this out, this will be a very, very interesting space. And this will allow you to be free from making content. You don't have to go out there and build your own relationship. You can leverage other people's relationship, which means you can scale faster. You can grow your business faster. The next thing is Reddit. So the interesting thing about Reddit is that it ranks on SEO. Okay, that is the most interesting thing about Reddit. Reddit is not private. It is a community, but it is not a private community. It is a community that is out there on Google. Everybody can see, anybody can see. All right. And the same thing with Quora as well. Online forums like that. You can basically go there and contribute. You can make posts, you can comment, you can provide value, you can do a lot of things. It is pretty much the same thing as a number one where you go to a paid communities, but this one, it is just broader. Everyone is there, and even the people who are not there are still finding you, is still looking for you. Okay, so go there, find old post, comment, make a new post, provide value. One of the cool things that you can do in Reddit is that post what's already working, meaning if there are people in the niche that are already posting things that is getting a ton of upvotes, 20, 30, 40 upvotes, right? Then make similar post. It works. You'll be surprised, but it works. So yeah, just go do Reddit. Now, be careful in terms of posting links because every subreddit have their own policy. But if you just provide value, you'll see people commenting, replying back. You'll see people asking questions, and you can just reply back and answer them. All right. And then maybe you can sell your SaaS as well from there. The next thing you can do is paid ads. This is if you're a little bit advanced. If you're just starting, you have no money, you have no connection, then this is not for you. Then you don't probably know how to run paid ads. But if you're a founder who knows paid ads a little bit, then you can definitely start here. But there is a lot that goes in here. You have to optimize your website. You have to optimize your ads. You have to know how to run ads. You have to have money to run ads. So there is a lot of things that goes in there. But if you have few customers, you have some money, then it doesn't hurt to test ads. Because you never know. You may be able to spend $100 and you may be able to make back $200, right? It is always worth testing paid ads as soon as you have money. All right. But this is not something that you do right away when you have nothing to show for. Okay. The next thing you can do is LinkedIn post and connection. This has been working really, really well for me right now in terms of finding co-founder, in terms of finding clients, in terms of finding partnership, in terms of finding employees. This is the best thing that is happening for me and my business because I use LinkedIn for everything. All right. And I post on LinkedIn and I absolutely love it. My biggest hack for LinkedIn is that don't go after obvious audience. So we have a B2B SaaS called Alice.ai. Of course, business owner buy the tool, all right? But it's for their employees. So we don't connect with business owner. We connect with the employees. For example, you're selling a CRM. A salesperson may be the one using the CRM. So you don't want to connect with business owner telling them about CRM. You want to connect with salesperson. Look for job title with salesperson. Sell them and have them sell to their boss, the ultimate business owner boss, right? That is a great strategy because business owner is being blasted. Like everybody's trying to connect with business owner. You don't want to be the one connecting with business owner. You want to connect with the employee of the company, all right? Or you want to connect with freelancers. And that works really well as well. So for our B2B SaaS, Alice.ai, we connect with media buyers, okay? We don't connect with business owner. Of course, business owner pay for the tool, but we connect with media buyers. You can connect with customer support person. You can connect with HR person, right? You can connect with employees of the company who may be the one using the tool, all right? And sell them into how good the tool is and have them sell their boss. That is the best strategy that I have been using that works, and I'm sure it is going to work for you as well. And make sure to post on your LinkedIn, make sure to keep it active, make sure to make some videos and all those things as well. The next thing you can do is content. All right. This is the long term. As you are trying to get client, as you are engaging in communities, as you are doing many things, the best thing you can do for yourself, for your personal brand and for your business is to make long form content, regardless of whatever type of content that might be. Long form content on YouTube, short form content on TikTok, right? You may be doing SEO, whatever you may do, make more content for your business. This is a long-term play. As you are working towards trying to get a client right now, do not forget you need to have a long-term play. That is one of the biggest mistakes that I made early on my businesses is that I was always trying to get client and I was busy doing the work for the clients. I was not focused on long-term content. I could have been making content 7-8 years ago, right? But I just started making content about a year ago. I could have been doing that for a long time and that would have compounded. I would add way more followers, right? So whatever business you do, you should start making content today, regardless of whatever you are. Now, one thing that I will say is that if you have no clients, then don't do long form content at the moment, because you have not proven product market fit yet. Once you have client, once you have operations, once your clients are happy, once your clients are telling your product to their friends about it, then you know you have a good product. Now you can focus on making in long form content, doing SEO. You should be doing all of those things. I know it sounds distracting. Maybe you should just focus on one platform, but the thing is that you should be doing everything. And if you cannot do it, then hire somebody to do it for you, because it will pay off in the long term. All right. So those are the B2B SaaS marketing strategy that is working right now, that is probably going to work for the next 5 to 10 years. I hope that is helpful for you. If you like this video, follow for more, watch the next video.